Hello students, welcome you back in the series of online classes, and our today's topic is hello students. In my previous video I was discussing number system chapter and exercise 1.3, and I think that the question number first of exercise 1.3 has already discussed, that is exercise 1.3. So now today I am going to start from the question number 2. Now it is given that 1 by 7 equals to 0.142857 and bar from 1 to 7. This is bar. Now can you predict the decimal expansion of, you have to write the value of, you have to write decimal expansion of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7. So how can you write it? It is given that the decimal expansion of 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857 and there is bar from 1 to 7. Now you have to write the decimal expansion of 2 by 7 with the help of this given decimal expansion of 1 by 7. So children, you can write 2 by 7 as this type, 2 into 1 by 7. And the value of 1 by 7 is already given, so you can put 2 into 0.142857 and there is bar from 1 to 7. So when you multiply it together, you can have so this is the required value. 0.285714 will be the value of 2 by 7 and there is bar from 2 to 4. So just you have to multiply these two numbers and putting the bar from where it begins and up to where it is. Now similarly in the case of 3 by 7, just you write 3 into 1 by 7, which is equal to 3 into 0.142857 and there is bar. So multiply it by 3. So again it will be 0.428571 and there is bar from 4 to 7. So there is a point. This is your point 0.428571. Similarly in the case of 4 by 7, you can write 4 into 1 by 7. So you have 4 into 0.142857 and there is bar. So you can write, just to multiply it by 4. So again it will be 0.5 571428. So in this way you can see that by doing the same operation in 5 by 7 and 6 by 7, you can find their values. 5 into 1 by 7 equals to 5 into 0.142857. Multiply by yourself and write here. Similarly, in 6 by 7, 6 into 1 by 7, which is equal to 6 into 0.142857. There is bar, just to multiply and put here, and in this way you will got the value of all the expressions: 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7. So this is very simple question. I hope that all of you have understand. Now coming to the next question, see question number 3, which is very important. The question number 3 is what? Express the following in the form of P by Q, P and Q, where the P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Third question. Express the following. Express the following in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. The first question is 0.6 bar. Second question is 0.47 and we have bar on 7 only. And third question is 0.001 and there is bar on all together after the decimal place. So let's see, I am going to solve these 3 questions. So first question, let x equals to 0.6 bar. It means what? X equals to, you can write 0.6, 0.6 dot dot dot. It means this 6 bar, it means the digit 6 is repeating themselves up to infinite. So you can write this, and since there is one digit each repeating themselves, so move the decimal after the repeating digit. So we have to move one place, writes the decimal. So we need to multiply it by 10. So when you multiply both sides by 10, you will have 6.6666 and so on. Now you subtract. On subtraction we have what? 10x minus x equals to 6.6666 dot 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 minus 0.6666 dot dot dot. So when you subtract, you will have 9x equals to 6, and after decimal there are 6 only, so it will be 0. So it will be 6. Now x will be 6 by 9. So it will go 3 2 is 6, 3 3 is 9. It means you can have 0.6 bar equals to 2 by 3. This is simple fraction and this is called vulgar fraction. So in this way you can solve this type of question. Now coming to the question number 2. The question number 2 is let x equals to 0.477 bar. So you can write x equals to 0.4777 dot dot dot. Now since there is after decimal 2 digits, out of which one digit is not repeating. So first you move the decimal after the digit which is not repeating. So to do that, 10x equals to, when you multiply 10 on this side, then it will be 4.777 dot dot dot. Now again you multiply by 10 in this to move the decimal after the repeating digits. So it will be 100x equals to 47.777 and so on. Now you subtract these two on subtraction. On subtraction we have what? This is from this side. 100x minus 10x equals to 47.77 dot 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 minus 4.77 dot dot dot. So now when you subtract it all together, then you will have 90x equals to 47 minus 4 will be 43 and thereafter 0 0. So you will have x equals to 43 by 90 and you have assumed as x 0.47 bar will be equal to 43 by 90, and in this way you have transformed it from vulgar fraction to simple fraction. For checking it, just you put 47 minus, subtract the digit which is not repeating, that is 4. 43 minus 4 will be 47 minus 4 will be 43. Now put 9 for the bar, that is one digit having bar, so 9 is here, and one digit having no bar, so put 0 for that. It means this is the short trick of checking it. So 0.47 bar is equal to 43 by 90. This is the simple form. Now let's see the third one here. See the question number third. The third question is, let x equals to 0.001 and there is bar on all 3 digits after the decimal. So you can write x equals to 0.001, 001, 001 and dot dot dot. Now since after decimal there are 3 digit repeating itself, so now we need to move the decimal 3 digit right. So to move the decimal 3 digit right side, we need to multiply it by 1000. So now we have 1.001, 001 and so on. Now you subtract together. Subtract it on subtraction. We have 1000x minus x equals to 1.001, 001 dot 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 minus, here we have 0.001, 001 dot dot dot. So when you subtract, you will got 999x equals to 1. So x equals to 1 by 999 and x was equal to 0.001 bar equals to 1 by 999, and this is your required answer of this question. So in this way, children, you can solve this type of question, and these questions are also very important from the examination point of view. So in this way you can solve this type of question. Now taking the next question. The next question is that theoretically question, express 0.99999 in the form of P by Q. Just you have to put here 9 here at the place of 6 and the same process you have to follow. Then you will find the value 9 by 9 which is equal to 1. It means that 0.99999 is very much near about 1. So this is the result which we obtained from here. Now see the question number. One more easy question. Write three numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating and non-recurring. Just you put any decimal place, any number. Suppose this 3.0123567 any number, not dot dot dot. It means this number is non-terminating also and non-repeating also. No any digits or group of digits repeating themselves in any specific pattern. So this is the required non-terminating, non-repeating digits which the question asked. Now children, you need to find three different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. There are two numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11 rational numbers. So just I am hinting you this, just I am giving you the hint of these questions and you have to do it yourself. The two rational numbers are 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So first you change it in the decimal by dividing numerator with the denominator. So when you divide 7, 5, then it will be 7, 49, 1, 0, 1, 7, 3, 0. It means 0.714 something. And when you divide this 9 by 11, then you will go 0.8, 1 and so on. So now you have to write three irrational numbers between these two. So three irrational numbers between 5 by 7 and 9 by 11 are, put any number, 0.7, 0.72439 dot dot dot. Second number 0.732568 any number which are non-terminating, non-repeating, and again 0.74387995 dot dot dot. Any non-terminating and non-repeating numbers between these two decimal numbers, it means that number will be irrational number. So students, this is the way of solving this type of question. Now I hope that one more question you can take from this. Write three different numbers so just non-terminating and okay. This question has been explained. Now the next question is, look at several examples of rational numbers in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0, where p and q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimal representation. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? So q must be the prime factor of 2 by 5. In the case of terminating decimal, q must be in the form of 2 ka power m into 5 ka power n, where m and n are whole numbers. मतलब it m and n are 0 to infinite. M, the value of m and n may be 0 or more than 0, but the prime factorization of the denominator of such terminating numbers, rational numbers, must be in the form of 2 raised to power m into 5 raised to power n, and this is the condition of this type of number. So then it will be terminating. So I think this exercise has been completed, and now all of you are supposed to practice this type of questions and do solve this type of questions to get command over it. Okay, thank you.